Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. I'm Shivani, and this is a space where we talk about spirituality, mindfulness, and how to step into our most authentic, our most whole, embodied, truthful selves through the energetics, the mindset work, and connecting to our body's wisdom. So, yeah, that's how it looks like. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to share this space with you right now. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your time with me today. And today I'm going to talk to you about energetic reset. And now I do not know if that is something which actually exists or that's something that I have named, but in my idea and in my head, energetic resets are the time periods that we take to press a reset button on our energetics, on our energy flow, to redirect, to recoup, to rejuvenate our energies. And that is because the life force, the prana, the energy is the life force of you, which is allowing you to live the experiences on this planet, to have the many experiences on this planet. Give me a second, there's a monkey, I guess, there. It wasn't a monkey, it was a bird, but something is going on today. Anyway, I really want to share this message with you because I took those 2 weeks off and it just kind of gave me a really different perspective to what I was doing. It kind of like pressed this reset button on literally how my energy was flowing in some direction and really gave me a chance to rewire the things in my brain and in my life. And this is why it's so important to have these energetic resets, because most of the times we are running from a very masculine space. This masculine energy is all about actions, and of course we need that beautiful masculine energy to be able to move forward in life, right? It helps us to take leadership, to voice, to do things, to actually bring things into fruition. But without the feminine energies leadership, so as to say, her energetic support, the actions can sometimes take us off the track. The actions can sometimes prove to be self-sabotaging. The actions can sometimes, in fact, deter from our actual path. And this is the reason why I am just like energetic resets are so juicy, right? You can literally have an energetic reset every single day, which I would highly recommend if you do not have at least a morning or an evening routine, to have some space in your day to press that reset button and rewire your energy and kind of like get back into that feminine flow, you know? Or sometimes you can have a weekly energetics. You might not have time and space in the day. You can have a weekly energetics. Those of you who are working in jobs, who are highly committed to a time frame of working, make sure that your weekends are not just about being outside and still just doing and giving and giving. And at least your weekends, like when you show back on a Monday, make sure that your energy, your cup is refilled in those 2 days or however days you have off for your weekends. And you can have monthly energetics, monthly resets, energetic resets, which kind of like can give you an overview of how you have been prioritizing things which are not supporting you, how you are probably giving away your energy, and to really take that time to nurture yourself up. Similarly, you can have quarterly ones, and mine was like this 1.5 weeks of a quarterly energetic reset. And a lot of times I know we feel like going traveling is a way, and yes, sometimes that can be a really beautiful way to do that, but it always doesn't have to be the only way to take a break. And like so many of us feel like when you have a break, you should go out and you should do things, and that's great sometimes, but only if it's actually filling your cup. You know, if it's draining you, and if you're not in a space where you want to probably socialize, if you're not in a space where you probably want to be more in your action space, or even sometimes, I won't deny, being in nature can really really fill you up. But again, it's the energy with which you're doing things. If you're doing that to distract yourself from something, to not look at your life in full honesty, then that's not really in your highest alignment, right? Energetic resets are really beautiful opportunities for you, can be, where you can truly truly get super honest with yourself, where you can sit with yourself, talk to yourself, where you can take a different route, where you can carve a different path, where you can see opportunities, where you can close some doors and open some new ones. And that's what the whole idea behind energetic resets is. It is a feminine's energy, and so that's why what I would recommend, what I did basically in 1.5 or 2 weeks, was a lot of resting, a lot of sleeping, because it really really kind of like, when you are doing a lot of mindset work, when you're doing a lot of this energy work, you need that space, and also the external work, you need that space to integrate all of that too, which we sometimes can forget, and I did a lot of breath works, a lot of yin yoga practices, which kind of, again, such a beautiful way to press that reset button and get back into your body. Because when we're just doing, we can just be so much in our minds, and sometimes we can get too much in our minds, and something like a breathwork practice, a yoga practice, can be just so good and nourishing to come back into your body. I cooked a lot, different vegan recipes, and I did not paint this time, but sometimes I've done that also. But basically, really making space for nurturing, nourishing habits, and actually making sure that you're filling your cup and filling yourself. I did a lot of energy work, a lot of mindset work. It was really a great time for me to ask my intentions, to ask the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because as I said, sometimes we can get in a rut. We can totally get so much into the doing that we forget even sometimes why are we doing. And sometimes we can see our energies dropping. We can see that we are not being motivated or not being inspired as we were probably when we started a project. And that's I think a beautiful sign for you to kind of like take that opportunity to press that energy reset and come back with a fresh energy. So in a day that can really look like taking a walk in the park. But sometimes you really really need to, we have this habit, and I think again it comes from a very perfectionist mindset. Cue, that's our theme inside Yellow membership this month. But for real, we can sometimes, most of us are perfectionists, most of us have this idea and this thing of keep on, let me try to do better, let me try to do more, and let me try to just like do more, and that comes from this place of trying to prove our worth, sometimes of trying to just show how good we are, or trying to prove our own selves how good we are. And that can be self-sabotaging at times, that can be hurtful and painful to our own selves at times, when we kind of like just push the envelope away too much, when we can just push ourselves way too much. Like I have done that a lot of times, and this is why before going out and having boundaries with the world, it's so important to have boundaries with yourself also. And I think all of these things kind of like really make sense when you take that energetic reset, a moment to meditate, a moment to reflect, a moment to feel into your energy body, a moment to get away from the to-dos and to be. And when I say to be, I'm not asking you to not do anything. I'm really asking you to do things which fill your cup, which fill your energy cup. uh, and it can be a conversation with a friend, it can be heading out to a coffee shop and just reading a book, just little things. It doesn't have to be a big vacation in the mountains. A lot of us feel like that, and I think quarantine has really kind of like taught us that there has to be different ways for us to reset energy. Like traveling is not just the only way, right? Or whatever the media shows, that's not just the only way. Or going to a spa, that can be a great idea, but doesn't have to be the only one. You have the full capacity and control on your emotions. And I mean that. After one yin yoga session, my state of mind, my energy is completely different. And so imagine if you do this for like 15 days, for a week, and sometimes frustration can come up. Sometimes deal with it. Like, like sit with yourself. Take this as a time for your body, for your mind, for your spirit to speak to you and listen, and make the changes that you need to make in your physical life or in your mindset, the way you've been thinking probably, or the way that you have been responding to the triggers which probably show up in your life. I really want you to take this as an opportunity to have these days fixed up in your schedule somehow, that no matter what, I'm gonna have this time to reset my energy, because this is important. As I said, the feminine leads the masculine. If your energy is not clear, uh, if your intentions are not clear, if your cup is not full, then all those actions kind of like you don't even recognize when they become self-sabotaging and self-harming. So take a moment. This is my kind of message through this video, to press that reset button, to reconnect to yourself and to also reconnect to source. I also love using tarots, or sometimes do card spreads, or sometimes just meditate and receive the messages I receive in my dreams or in my meditations, and journal and see what the universe wants to speak to me, see where the universe wants me to take a different direction, to open a new doorway, or to maybe say goodbye to something. And these actions, these little energetic resets, be it in my day, be it in my week, be it in my month or quarterly. I did it for the first time in a quarter as such, like a longer period of time. It really, really helps me uh, to know that I'm aligned, to feel good about the actions that I'm taking, to feel trust in myself, to feel this belief in myself and in my actions and in my work. And I just want to say that this is not just connected to your work. This is also to take this time to really, really take inventory, like real inventory of where you are in your relationships. What are the things that you truly desire? What are the things that you're truly worthy of? Like, take this time to take inventory of all of these things. Maybe there are some past relationships, or maybe there are some past entanglements which still need some clearing, which still need some, untangling. Take that time to do that, because when we don't do that, it kind of like piles up. It kind of just gets buried deep within inside, and we don't even recognize when it becomes an energetic knot, and that translates into a physical knot, and to give birth to all kind of blocks in our lives, as well as diseases. What is a disease? It's a dis-ease in your body, in your energy system. It manifests from your energy into your physical body. So I've done so much of that all my life, and now I just feel like all these beautiful energetic resets are just an opportunity for me to take inventory and to just keep on clearing my energetic field. You do not have to actively do a lot, actually. You just have to just keep on making space and keep on clearing out that what does not no longer serve you, and make space for the new. The universe is always responding. The universe is always answering to you, answering to your manifestations. But as long as you keep your channels open, as long as you keep creating space for it, as long as you keep honoring yourself, most importantly, which is why I said, if you want to have boundaries with the world, if you feel like the world is crossing a lot of boundaries, ask yourself, if I am having beautiful boundaries with my own self, if I hope I'm not, at least I shouldn't be the person who's harming me, or who is not nurturing me in the highest, best possible way. So yes, this is a beautiful time to actually show love to yourself, to actually, and I feel like self-love is a lot about self-care, of course, but most importantly, it's about loving yourself so much that you actually allow yourself to disconnect from things which no longer serve you, or to allow things which your heart really, really desires or is craving for. Like, you're gonna be the one who's gonna do both, right? So really taking this energetic reset as a time and space to connect more deeply to yourself, and hence to the source, because you are the source, you're an embodiment of the source, and hence to other people, because when you are in your energy and when you go back to the world, you're of course going to be so much more open and receiving and even giving, when your cup is full. So I want you to remember this, that this is an opportunity to press that reset button and fill up your cup so that you can come back into a more connected, from a more connected space where you feel good in you, and that's what you share with the world. Yeah, I really hope this video serves you. Let me know if it does. I'm sending you so much of love. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you very soon.